Here's the latest from the Kharkiv region. A Russian Tak-1, a Solntsepiok flamethrower unit from the Sever group wiped out Ukrainian militant shelters with thermobaric ammunition. The Russian Ministry of Defense released footage of the strike, showing the destruction in real time. Apparently, reconnaissance spotted a buildup of Ukrainian forces and equipment in the area. After analyzing the intel, the decision to strike was made. The attack left no room for retreat, as the thermobaric weaponry is designed to devastate anything in its path. Meanwhile, Ukrainian forces in Kharkiv, currently on the defensive, seem to be shifting to urban warfare tactics. They've started taking positions in abandoned residential buildings, likely aiming to draw Russian troops into close-quarters combat, a high-stakes move as the situation unfolds. Here's what's happening with Bashar al-Assad. He's reportedly in Moscow with his family, according to Sky News. Earlier today, rumors were flying that he might have died in a plane crash, but it turns out he's alive and under Russian protection. Kremlin sources have confirmed that Assad and his family were granted asylum in the Russian capital. This comes after a lot of buzz about his whereabouts, especially following reports that he fled Damascus just before rebels took control of the city earlier this morning. Russia, Assad's closest ally, did confirm he left Syria, but they've kept details vague, not directly acknowledging the asylum claim until now. It's clear, though, that Assad's regime is in free fall, and his escape to Moscow signals just how dire the situation has become for him and his supporters. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is taking credit for the fall of Syrian leader Bashar al-Assad, claiming he set off a chain of events that led to Assad's downfall. His statement has sparked outrage from Israeli opposition leader Yair Lapid, who slammed it as reckless and illogical. Security experts aren't entirely dismissing Netanyahu's claims. They believe Israel, particularly its intelligence agencies, Mossad and Nadav, played a significant role in undermining the axis of resistance. The alliance between Syria, Iran, Hezbollah, and militant groups in Gaza. For Tel Aviv, Assad's removal is a win, destabilizing a key adversary. However, Lapid warns this narrative might backfire. He predicts Syrian rebels will want to distance themselves from any perception of Israeli involvement, possibly turning their weapons toward Israel to prove their independence. This situation highlights a broader issue. Hamas and Hezbollah, key players in the axis, are now at odds. While Hamas congratulated the Syrian people on achieving freedom and justice, the fallout between these groups reflects the strain on Israel's enemies. Netanyahu might be overstating his role, but it's hard to ignore the fingerprints of Israeli intelligence in this geopolitical shakeup.